we want to turn to something that's impacting our budgets because gas prices, they jumped again. Yeah, in Sacramento, we are back to paying more than $6 a gallon. The average price of a gallon of gas jumped to 15 cents just overnight.
I think that it's ridiculous. It costs way too much money and it's putting Californians in the hole.
It makes no sense for us to be this higher than what the national average is.
So you can see it right there. It's $6.69 a gallon at this Chevron over in Sacramento, and the average just a week ago was less than $5.50. Let's bring in Dr. Sanjay Varshney, chief economist at the Sacramento Business Review, to get some context on the rising prices. Dr. Varshney, how could prices jump 15 cents overnight? I mean, what's causing this?
The specific reason why gas prices are up right now is because many of the refineries on the West Coast in California and Washington had planned maintenance, and so they're offline. They're not at full capacity. And then there's one refinery in Richmond owned by Chevron, which was unplanned, maintenance. So it's gone offline, and once again, not operating at capacity. So we have these disruptions. So I think what we have seen in the last few days, where the prices have been rising, are specifically due to the refineries not being able to operate at capacity. So the supply is not where it needs to be. And the demand probably hasn't cooled off enough yet, because California is a state where, we still have great weather right now and people are still driving in.
And who exactly is responsible for setting the prices?
So you got to keep in mind, we are in a global market for oil. So oil prices in general that you see trading worldwide are set by the world's markets for demand and supply, and some of the geopolitical issues that may not be easy to comprehend. But within our country, in California specifically, we have at least a few factors that always result in higher prices for us compared to other parts of the country. So I can count on the fact that our taxes are higher. We have a special mix of gas that we use for lower carbon emissions, and that costs more to produce and refine. In general, the cost of doing business is higher than other states. So, for example, the distributors, the folks who are, running those refineries, when it comes to workman's comp, when it comes to insurance costs, all those are higher in California. So, in general, the cost of production is higher. Then, of course, don't forget that California does not have a pipeline running through it for distribution. So, literally, we are trucking all of that gas to the gas pumps and the diesel to the pumps, using mostly the trucking industry. So those are what I call permanent factors, right? Those are you can always count in California gas and diesel prices to be higher because of those factors. So don't be surprised if the prices keep rising. And when you ask the question, who sets the prices? It's a long process. It's not something that can be flipped on and off with a light switch. It is something that takes time for the process to play out.
So pretty much what you're saying is don't hold your breath. Prices probably won't be dropping anytime soon.
Yes, it would probably take some time. Yeah.
All right, Dr. Varshney, thank you so much. We appreciate your insight. And there is a lot of misinformation when it comes to gas prices. Some people are saying that they think prices tend to drop as we get closer to Election Day. So we decided to look into it. The U.S. Energy Administration has historical data on gas prices dating back to the early 90s. For the last 14 elections, gas prices dropped only about half of the time between the first week of September and the first week of October. This is because gas prices are impacted by a wide variety of factors like demand and output from other countries. In the fall, demand does tend to go down as people usually travel less. So gas prices do not drop in the fall because of political manipulation, but it's not uncommon for them to go down during this time of year.